talking about actually not that kind of pressure, but we are talking about atmospheric pressure. Did you know that your body is under pressure all the time? But because of atmospheric pressure, you have 14.7 pounds per square inch pushing you around. So you might be wondering, with all that pressure around us, why don't we notice it? That's because the pressure inside our bodies is pushing out at the same 14.7 psi. So most of the time, we're perfectly balanced. I say most of the time because all that changes if we go up or down. Have you ever climbed a really tall mountain, say like Mount Everest? Ricola! My dad said that would be funny. I'm not sure it was. That's generally because when you go higher, it gets colder. And the higher you go, the less oxygen is in the air. And the cold air makes the oxygen molecules shrink into themselves. So, the higher you go, the lighter air pressure becomes. But the lower you go, it tends to get warmer, and the oxygen just spreads out and relaxes, and the air pressure gets heavier. We're going to do a couple experiments to show what would happen when cooler and warmer air pressures get together. In the first experiment, we are using a candle, water, food coloring, a tin pan, and a glass. Watch what happens when I put the glass over the candle and cover it completely. You can see the flame slowly dying because it's using up all of the oxygen in the glass. But when it goes completely out, watch what happens with the water. It magically starts rising. That's because the candle heated the air inside the glass and it expanded. When the candle went out, the air cooled and contracted, drawing the water up. For this experiment, we're going to be using a funnel, a wad of paper, and a ping pong ball. First, I'm going to take the wad of paper, put it in the funnel, and try and blow it out. That was pretty easy. Now let's try it with the ping pong ball. That's weird. It's easy to blow the wad of paper out, but no matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't blow the ping pong ball out. Does it mean I'm just full of hot air? No, it's science! See, the wad of paper has all these uneven edges on it, which catches the air really easily, which is why it blew out. But the ping pong ball is round, so the air that I blew into the funnel on the bottom of the ping pong ball was cooler than the air on the top. If you remember, cooler air contracts while warmer air expands, which means that the cooler and the warmer air were just spinning around the ping pong ball, a lot like a tornado. And that air was just spinning around the ping pong ball, and that ball was never coming out. Well, yeah, it will if you do it like that. So next time you watch the weather, look for the colored lines that are high pressure and low pressure, and that's atmospheric pressure at work. Did you know that Jesus talked about atmospheric pressure? Well, kinda, sorta. Jesus said that the Holy Spirit was like the wind, and we have wind because of atmospheric pressure. What he meant is that you can't see the wind, but you can see its effects. It gently blows the trees and helps the birds fly, and sometimes it's a tornado! Ah! The truth is, even though we can't see it or necessarily feel it, atmospheric pressure is always there. Same goes for the Holy Spirit. Even though we can't see him or necessarily feel him, he's always working in our lives. Sometimes he's like a gentle breeze, and other times he's like a tornado. But it's always because God made us special and he loves us very much.